heading out to the area of out to the area of Westminster. Nighttime, typical Monday through Friday time. It is a Wednesday. Heading the same exact ways to go back to Westminster from the place where I pay all my bills at my work, you know. And I've been doing this for quite some time. This is quite a bit of a task just to build my YouTube and get people to know who I am out there on YouTube and out there in the world of California. So anyways, we just hope we don't, no tragedies, no accidents, no mishaps. Nothing that causes us to get into tragedies and mishaps or accidents or any of that. Bad troubles. Whoever is sick of the team, we hope they get well soon. Whoever's well in the team, we hope to stay well. Amen. The guy in the love for everything he does. Thank him for everything he does for us. And hope we just make our decisions safely. So I don't know what's going on with all of this political justice of people being deported. I heard that some kids were almost deported. I'm talking kids, just because they're Hispanic. And it's just like, okay, where's my kids at, you know? Some Hispanics too. And I heard that some people are getting deported because they just look Hispanic. And, for example, one guy got deported to El Salvador. He wasn't even from there. He was from here in Orange County, California. And he was born here and everything. He gets deported to El Salvador. And then they find out that everything he's telling is true. Gets deported back here to California. And he did absolutely nothing to anybody. Just a typical person going to work and, you know, not a bad thing on his record. And it's all on TikTok, you know. And I was like, that's crazy. They deported the guy for absolutely nothing. He went all the way over there and came all the way back for absolutely nothing. Everyone's figuring there has to be some kind of reason why this is going on, this whole chaos. And my question was, that I asked a couple people, what is he trying to resolve? And how can we stop this chaos that's going on and make it better for us? 3 questions right there. Comment down below what you think, and I'll read a comment and I'll think about it. You know, I just can't get it. We are all brothers and sisters. We are all here to be treated equally. Yes, take all the bad people away. But at least check who you are taking away. Name, birth certificate, social security card. And make sure that's all legal, you know, legal stuff, and real stuff from that person. And then, you know, some people don't carry their social security card on them, and a lot of people don't carry their birth certificate on them. Me, I don't have my birth certificate all anymore, but me being in a safe spot, yeah. I'm from here and all that, you know, I was born here. So check my record, whatever. I can probably get my whole birth certificate someplace out here and get that done. And then, you know, I'll have it back in my hands again. I've lost it so many times because of just moving around and not trying to keep track of things. I figure I really don't need it, you know. But I never know actually if I'll ever need it. I have my ID, my social security card, you know, and I had an old social security card because this looked nasty, got a new one. But, I just don't get it. It ain't resolving nothing, and it ain't doing anything good for us right now, what's going on. What I think he's trying to do is just beyond the right thing. I'm serious, this is beyond the right thing to do. What he should be doing, so it wouldn't be so beyond of the right thing to do, is, like I said, checking your IDs and so on, here and there, and making sure that's the right stuff, and deciding, okay, is this person a good person? Let's look up his records. Okay, fine, he's good. Okay, fine. Boom. We don't need him to be deported. He has all his papers, everything's paid for, and everything like that. Blah, blah. All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Whatever. Have a good day. Boom. You know? But now if he gets into a court office or a place and they're lined up all together like that and they're just doing that, you know, and they find some bad people, okay, fine. You know, hey, you know, you're not supposed to be inside this country. Okay, yeah, thank you. You know, you did this and did that, Okay, we're going to send you back. Okay, don't come back over here until you can do everything the legal way. All right, thank you. You know, just make it simple on yourself. And then the world can be a happy place again. That's what I think. It's a very hard concept, I guess, for Trump to figure out. Or maybe he's just doing it for whatever. Trying to get rid of our population out here was one thing that he's been trying to do for years now. And people told me that the world is overpopulated in different areas. Well, of course. We had kids, well, we got married, and so on, here and there. We want to live a life. Of course it's going to be overpopulated. So what? As long as they ain't causing trouble, come on, be serious. Why do you want to kill something off when it's doing something good? And even if they're doing something bad, shouldn't they have a chance to do something good and turn their life around? For example, like me. Yeah, I wasn't perfect. Never have been. You know? Not anybody over here is perfect. Oh yeah, I'm perfect. I'm to the T. I haven't been this and that. I haven't done anything. I haven't sinned in my whole life. only person that's like that is God. And maybe the Virgin Mary, you know, and that's about it. Those people those ones that ain't out here no more. Those are the only ones that probably are now good. Like our gods and our people that we preach to and our people that we believe in, you know. Some of the people out there actually believe in bad too, so I can't say all that, you know. But the good people, you know, we believe in God and we believe in Virgin Mary and all those other people believe in all this other stuff, you know. And just believing in the good is the Trinity that we should have. And see, if there was a person out there besides God that did everything to a T, it'd be amazing to find. It'd be like finding a needle inside a haystack. It is so true. Because here's the thing. We're all on this earth as a sinner. We all did something bad in our lives. Can't say you two were perfect to the T all the way around. But there is one part of nationalities that are perfect to the T and get in trouble for things that they don't know they're doing because they're artistic or mentally disabled in a certain way. Okay, but those people are actually perfect T's. You know, they really don't know what's going on. They really don't know what to do. They're messed up because of this and because of that. But they're actually really perfect T person. You know, because they don't know those better. And they can't get to know anything better than what they're already doing. And someone has to guide them for their whole life. Just like us, regular human beings, we have to guide ourselves out there. But we had our moms and dads to guide us. Why don't we just have God to guide us out there? You can't just do that. Just have God guide your life. I mean, then you would be a perfect team if you had God just guard you and sit there and guide you through things, and you just talk to Him all day long around God. I mean, that's the concept there. Seriously, there's a lot of people out there that are just like, I want to go out and do a whole bunch of evil stuff. I believe in the devil. Yeah. Really? That's you, dude. But you go ahead and be locked behind bars for your life. Took into this and took into that. And then putting this and putting that and being shipped here and there. And then okay, but if you don't want that, put God in your life and become a perfect team. Seriously. Because you can do that. And that's what you should be doing out here. This world is just not perfect all the way around. I don't know what anybody's trying to resolve what's going on, but it's not doing anything right now. It's just causing chaos. And then on top of that too, a lot of people are thinking right now that I'm sorry to say this, but you're going to hear it from my mouth, a lot of other people's mouth too. Okay? A lot of people are telling me that Trump, right now, the way he's acting, is a terrorist. I'm serious. And if YouTube boots me off and does something to this video, or got something to say, somebody's got something to say against this video that works for YouTube, I'm just giving you the knowledge of what I heard, okay, from one person. And to me, the knowledge seems somewhat correct. Not all the way correct. And the things that he's doing, yes, that is there. And the things that those people that are doing him and doing together with him, yes, that is there. It is terrorism. Okay? Because not only did they want to do like a middle school, they also want to go into another school and do it, but they were not allowed to go into that school and do it. Somebody said, nope, you're not allowed to come here. This is not a public right thing to do. And they wouldn't let him inside the school. And they tried so hard to like do everything to get inside the school, and they couldn't. Alright, that guy had power to give out to everybody. Definitely what was going on, so you know, that's a good thing right there. I just hope it changes, and hope we all get to live a good life, you know, and we don't go into the court, because it seems like that could happen. And people are saying on top of that, for that thing, I kind of like said to people, oh, yeah, it seems like that situation. Do you think this is going to cause war between Hispanics and whites and so on? And they said that, oh yeah, they don't have tanks in that. Okay, just imagine this. Hey, you know, Jose, you still over there in the military? Yes. Okay. Could you bring over the tank to California? Oh yeah, no problem. We're in war already as it is. Boom. Then Jose's bringing the tank over, or Chapo, whatever his name is. You know, he's bringing the tank over. They got cousins, whatever like that. They got brothers and sisters. They got family, blah blah blah. This here and there already as it is. Boom. War starting off. Right there. That's how simple it is. You're saying it's not that simple? Think about it. Just think about it. One phone call. And they had all those drugs over here. Within a day. How hard would it be to get a tank over here? Or to get a whole bunch of guns over here like they already do that? Can't be that hard. That's already happening. Drugs, guns, and all this other trafficking, humans, and everything else. You know, there's a true story, true known fact thing that is already happening today. Okay, in a different country. Third world, whatever. They're teaching young kids how to use all this stuff. Guns, tanks, airplanes, you name it. You think I'm lying? Check it out. Look it up. It's already out there. It's already getting done. And they're being trained already for war or whatever. So, I'm done. I'm ready. They say. make it all good for us. Gorda! She's here. It's like that one right there. She's lost. She doesn't know what's going on. Why? Because she's drugged up. Okay, fine. Take her in and see why she's drugged up. See who did this to her. Ask her. If she just acts crazy, fine. Put her in a little room until she gets out that crazy act. The drug swears off. Then talk to her. I'm pretty sure she'll tell you. Because this happened to one of my stepdaughters. She got drugged up by somebody, introduced to heroin and other things. Something from somebody. And passed away of overdose. You know, I say rest in peace to her, and I bless her heart, and I try to make her feel comfortable, and try to help her, but she just didn't like the situation that she was trying to go in, that I put her in, and I couldn't really put her someplace else, and I really couldn't give her any else kind of help, and I really couldn't figure out how I could before she passed away. But after she passed away, and now I figured out, okay, I could have done this, you know, but I didn't know if I could do that, you know. Back then I could afford it, but now I can't. Okay, now I could afford to maybe try to have had successful things for her, and she would have been out of that little rehab program if she would have just hang on until I figured things out, and boom, you know, she could have been right there with us, or me and one of her sisters are at right now, and everything else. And then, you know, the mom passing away before that time. Maybe if the cancer and the arguments and toxic relationship stopped somehow, and it just became to where she actually showed that she cared for me and the kids, and didn't think I was doing something else, and was being correct with me. I didn't cause myself to do something else, but, you know, it's just the way the relationship was running. You know, I kind of wanted it just to stop, and I didn't want no fights or anything like that. And the only reason why she was fighting is because I'd come home and want to have a beer and relax after a hard day of work, and she was thinking I was like alcoholic probably, or becoming back into a druggie. I'm gonna lose my job, I'm gonna do some of that. I am fine, you know. I have my beer, I have my liquor, and I'm still going to work. I ain't drunk, I ain't belligerent, I ain't doing nothing bad. Thank you, bro.
No problem.
You guys have a good night. You doing okay?
Yeah.
All right. So it's just like those two people out there have nowhere to go because they choose to be on the bad side. Anyways, back into the ride. Here we are in Santa Ana, Orange County, California. Gonna be coming up upon McFadden and Harbor pretty soon, and then up to West Minnesota. And so on. If you've been watching the show for quite some time, you know exactly the routine that we are doing Monday through Friday. Saturdays could change to something else if I feel like going outside. But with all this chaos, I don't think I'm going to go outside and show it off. I am not going to risk my life running into something that's kind of going on dangerous. I mean, I'm just more homebound than anything else, man. I love to go on a bike ride here and there and do different things, yeah. And I might show off something that's pretty cool, but I want to make sure that it's actually a safe area. There you go. Where all this chaos stuff ain't happening. But if I do run into chaos, I'm not going to be like, oh man, where did I put myself into? You know? But we'll have to see how that runs on Saturday. I kind of want to go check out this trail and go experience it and see how it looks. Yes, I'm gonna maybe just do that. I'm not sure exactly. Probably just eat something and maybe do that. I don't know. Or maybe just stay at home and put you guys on live, just chill, play some games or whatever like that. I don't know. I may not even do any of that. Just may sit there and just spend time with God and say, how can we resolve this? What can we do? And just think of things. Because there is just way too much chaos going on in the world right now. Alright, so here we are. We are here off of Harbor, McFadden, and pretty much it's been a chill ride all up here. And I still see a lot of the several things that people are sleeping here and there in their RVs and stuff like that, and laying down on the ground and other things, which you guys really can't see. You know, it is pretty chill tonight. I don't see any of the homeless right here hanging out, which is very little. You don't see hanging out here in the streets right here in this area. It's pretty clean.